So you just hit level 60 or you're about to hit level 60, here's some things you could do to help prepare for TBC. These won't be in any particular order, just things that I thought of that might be helpful. The first thing to do for your TBC characters is getting Zandalar Tribe Exalted. These are going to be better than the Scryer and Aldar enchants up until you get Exalted. These are going to last you a very long time in the Burning Crusade. You could of course get lucky and pick up a Saffron enchant, but it's likely you're going to use that enchant on some of your Naxxramas gear rather than holding on to it for TBC. And then the most obvious one is farming gold. Whether that's doing some herb runs like I did in Dire Maul East, if you want to watch that video, it's a short quick little video, 2 to 3 minute runs, making around 100 to 200 gold an hour. Gold is going to be one of the most important things to have going into the Burning Crusade, with several BOE items being best in slot for quite some time. And then that segues us into the next part, which will be leveling up our professions now rather than later. Some of these materials will go up during the pre-patch, so leveling up your professions now will save you a bit of money. Alternatively, you could stockpile the materials to level up that profession in the pre-patch. On top of that, you could be making some really good gold, stacking up Mooncloth, Arcanite bars, or even Cured Rugged Hides for whenever Naxxramas is released, as those will go up in price and you can make some pretty good gold, especially if you're not raiding. Something else very important to mention is any character you may not be playing in TBC, I would highly recommend making a tailoring alt because a lot of the cloth early on is all going to be best in slot for many craftable pieces. Same thing goes for the other professions like alchemy or leatherworking, but without a doubt, tailoring is going to be the most lucrative early on. And for that reason, I have 2 characters just sitting on 300 tailoring, ready to go for when TBC releases. A great way to save some gold is waiting to buy your epic mount, as they are heavily discounted in TBC down to 80 gold. You can alternatively get rank 11 for the PvP mounts, but they are also changed in TBC to 30 battleground marks from each battleground. Next we have pre-questing. If you've ever played going into a new expansion, you'll know that pre-questing is one of the best ways to get ahead of the curve and stay a bit ahead of everyone else. This time around, I'm not going to be going super crazy with the pre-questing, since we're likely going to have a 1 week to 2 weeks before any of the raids actually open. That'll give me plenty of time to level, do my heroics, and all of the other requirements to get into the raids. And as we get closer to TBC and the level cap increasing, I'll be making a pre-questing guide as I start to pre-quest my warlock. I'll outline all the different quests and what you can do to maximize your XP. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss when I post that video. Whenever that video is live, I'll be sure to link that down below as well. And then lastly, let's talk about some raid loot that's going to be still relevant going into the Burning Crusade. Unlike some of your classic items you're going to replace during your TBC heroics, these items will remain very relevant for quite a long time. And for that reason, it's very likely these items are going to be very contested. Starting off with the Petrified Scarab, this trinket will be very strong on fights like Mother Shiraz in Black Temple, and Hydros the Unstable within Serpent Shrine Caverns. The Scarab Brooch and the Badge of the Swarm Guard both remain very powerful trinkets as well. Mind Quickening Gem is another notable one, not only good for TBC arenas, but also very strong on overall damage, especially some of the raids that have a lot more trash. Stylenes remains a very powerful tank trinket, and of course the Atiesh, bringing that group buff, will remain relevant, likely throughout the entirety of TBC. If I missed any notable items that are still relevant in TBC, be sure to leave those in the comments down below. And that about wraps up this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos about TBC. Comment down below any things that you're currently doing to prep for TBC. And as always, I will see you in the next video.